It's lights out, and we are racing here in Moto3 in Aragon. Alonso absolutely nails the perfect launch away from that fifth pole position of the season. He'll lead the field into this tight first corner. Piqueras has made a strong start from fourth place on the Leopard Honda. There he is on the 36 bike, immediately up into third place. Luca Lanetta has followed him as well from that second row. Lanetta 6th to 4th.
And Holgado also got away well. He's gained at least a couple of places. He's up the inside of Kelso as Rueda goes right, and Piqueras is going to go through to second. In fact, Lanetta's going to take them too.
Lanetta, how aggressive was Lanetta there on the 58 bike, picking up Jose Antonio Rueda. He almost found a way through on Piqueras as well through the double left-hander turns 4 and 5. And that early jostle is already giving Alonso a bit of breathing space at the front of this Grand Prix. In fact, he's already nearly 7/10 of a second clear through sector 1.
Dream scenario this for David Alonso, with a couple of Hondas right behind him. Rueda not in a position maybe to go with him, and he's losing another place now to Danny Holgado, who was up the inside into turn and break. So Holgado now up into 4th.
Adrian Fernandez is getting on with this. He eases alongside Joel Kelso. This is the battle for second place. He's the fastest rider on circuit. He was half a second quicker than David Alonso. The gap down to 1.6 seconds, a 2:05.342. The best lap so far from Adrian Fernandez is Charles. Well, he's gained 15 places in 2 laps.
Another battle of the Hondas, and this time it's Furusato who's up into second place. They're both ahead of Rueda, so Furusato fancies taking up the lead of this chasing group behind Alonso.
Yeah, Furusato's come from 15th, Fernandez from 17th. This is coming out the final corner, an incident with Rueda and Kelso, just a little bit of elbow to elbow. Joel just saying, no, this is my piece of time, mate, clear off. Thank you very much. They drop down the hill then into the reverse corkscrew. Lap 5 of 17. Quickest rider on circuit was Angel Piqueras, who in the back of your picture just made a hash of that reverse corkscrew. He'll go through the runoff then through 9 and 10, cutting that tight inside line. Is that hard rear tyre now starting to come to Jose Antonio Rueda? On the inside of Fernandez he goes, so now Rueda up into second. Oh, sorry, back into third.
Yellow flags out. Piqueras clearly dropped it on his way back onto the racetrack downhill at turn 9, and I fear he might have brought some gravel onto the racetrack with him if he has gone down. We hope that is not the case, but Piqueras, after a good start to this race, is now out of it.
This has been a real poor 7th lap, the start of this 7th lap for Furusato, who was honing in. He was closing in and pressurising David Alonso, and now all of a sudden he slipped behind Colin Vaya. He's losing time hand over fist here. Has Furusato got some kind of problem? Because he's now going to drop back into the clutches of Rueda and Lanetta. I just wonder if something's happened here with Furusato, whether he's already experiencing some grip issues or whether there's just a little tech issue with that Honda. But what is clear, he's now, having gone the right way at the start of this Grand Prix, he's now started the parachutes out. He's going the wrong way. So Lanetta upholding 658 Squadra Corsa honour now because Felipe Farioli has a retirement with a technical issue. David Munoz has had an Aragon Grand Prix to forget, starting from that damp left-hand side of the circuit on the front row though in 3rd place. He has just not figured anywhere near the podium battle. Munoz at the moment is circulating down our final point scoring place, 15th. Furusato again just can't stop that Honda going into 16. He runs a little bit wide, not too far offline, but Rueda said thank you very much. He comes through via 2:01.292. Now that was a thick end of nearly a second faster than Alonso. Is it game on in terms of this Aragon Grand Prix battle in Moto3? 1.1 seconds splits Alonso and Vaya. Down this 968-metre back straight we go. They'll wind it up to top gear, around 240 kilometers an hour on these Pocket Rocket Moto3 bikes. Lanetta has a good long look over his left shoulder as he fights it out for the final place on the podium. Rueda's got him.
Rueda up into 3rd place, and Rueda was closing quickly through this lap. He was already half second behind at the start of this lap, but doing personal best. So Rueda clearly closing quickly. Has he got something for this top 2? Yeah, we'll tap them across the line. Alonso can't get into the 201s. A 201.1 for Jose Antonio Rueda. He was 1.2 seconds quicker than the leader, and he's only 2.6 off the lead. Rueda's not out of this either yet.
Yeah, if Rueda and Lanetta box smart here and don't mess each other about. And now here comes Vaya. He's got the inside line, and he picks his way through on Alonso into turn 3. Did anybody expect this as Alonso charged away at the front of this Grand Prix from pole position halfway around lap 1? He was 1.5 seconds clear, building a lead that was near 3 seconds, and with 6 laps to go, David Alonso now playing pursuer. He's second behind Vaya, and now look at this, Rueda and Lanetta are almost tripping over each other to find a way through on Alonso. Sitting duck, isn't he, right now at the World Championship leader? We know how fast Rueda's KTM is in a straight line. He's got the slipstream as well. Is he going to attack Alonso on the brakes into turn 16? You bet he is. Eases on through. So David Alonso started this lap 12, lap 11. Oh, now he gets nudged. Contact there between Lanetta and Alonso. Lanetta very shortly will be pushing David Alonso off the podium, the long-time race leader here in Aragon, struggling to keep himself inside the top 3.
But Vaya's not particularly quick either. Here comes Rueda. He's just going to cruise past Vaya in the next lap or so. He and Lanetta are still doing 201s. Vaya's doing 202.8s, and Alonso in the 203s. Is that harder rear tyre that Jose Antonio Rueda chose at the start of this race going to be the key to winning his first Grand Prix?
Right now, it looks like an absolute tactical masterstroke. Of course, with the abrasion from the dirt, as Lanetta dive bombs Alonso going into turn 5. It's a beautiful move. It's your textbook move up the hill through that left-hander. As a Rueda, he just gets that hard tyre hooked up quite beautifully on the go. A little bit of a twitch on the rear tyre, though. The Spanish fans go crazy here in Aragon as one of their own leads this Aragon Grand Prix. But is the tactical masterstroke of that pretty hard rear tyre choice going to reap big dividends for Rueda? Alonso is fighting back, just as we knew he would do. He picks off Lanetta for 3rd place down the hill into turn 12. Some race brewing here in Aragon. CF Moto machine was underneath him as he flicked it left. Yeah, he lost all of his drive. He had problems there, just staying upright coming through 16. Lost all of his drive out the final corner. Lanetta picks him off on the brakes into the first corner. Jock Elso there, still hanging on to 5th place. Furusato 6th. Munoz out of nowhere has come from 15th to 7th place. The Spanish teenager, congratulations, as he becomes Grand Prix Racing's 400th different race winner. First-time winner for the rampant Rueda. What a performance. Started in 2nd place. He takes the checker flag, nearly 2 seconds clear of Colin Vaya.